I want you to think about the most talented comedian you ever heard, the most talented comedian you've ever seen, the most talented comedian you know. And they're still not as talented as Jamie Foxx. It's a moment with Mach. Peace, family. Welcome back to episode 7 of A Moment with Mach. And on this episode, today we giving Jamie Foxx all the bouquets, all the flowers, man. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, because I do believe he is the most talented comedian to ever walk this earth. Now, you can throw all the comics out there you want. You Richard Pryors, your Dave Chappelle's, your Kevin Hart's, your Eddie Murphys and whatnot. Throw them all out there. But when it comes to talent, this man, Jamie Foxx, is bar none, head and shoulders above everybody else. Now, I'm not saying he's the funniest, but when it comes to accomplishments and talent, I put his resume up against anybody's. Bring it. We can discuss it. We can scrap it out. I'm taking Jamie over whoever you got. I don't care, man. So let's take a look at the resume real quick. So, started in stand-up. That's tough business. I know. Stand-up, you know what I'm saying? So he started in stand-up. He became successful, a standout on In Living Color. Stole the show. Like, he was the man on In Living Color. Then you move forward a little bit. His own show, the Jamie Foxx Show. You hear the music production in there. Yeah, you hear Jamie in there. That was Jamie. That was Jamie's talent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jamie Foxx. And then, you know, he could improvise, play multiple characters. And the guy's a master impressionist. He can impersonate so many different people at a high level so well. He did the Mike Tysons, the Bill Cosby, Prince, Denzel Washington, dozens more, man. Too many more to name, man. So I think that when it comes to, like, impersonations, I don't even know if he get enough credit for that. I don't think he does, but, yo, the music. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, man. We remember you back in the cave with the piano. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Before, you know, you got your big break. But we remember you was trying to get your joints off. You was trying to get your music off early and always. You incorporated your music in everything you did. And I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you stuck with it. I'm glad you didn't give up, because Unpredictable came out. And it did it. I think everybody was on notice after Unpredictable. Well, we had to respect you and your musical prowess, because that album was just so good. So good. So shout out to Jamie Foxx for, you know, you got a classic television show. You was a part of a classic television show in Living Color. You had your own classic television show. You put out a classic album. You helped Kanye create hits. Gold Diggers, Slow Jams. You made music with T-Pain. You made timeless tracks, bro. Shout out to Jamie Foxx for putting out timeless music, man. Now let's get into the Hollywood, because that's what he's most known for right now, is the Hollywood, man. And let's just run through his resume real quick. Let's look at some of his films real quick. We can start with Collateral, Django, Baby Driver, Dreamgirls, The Soloist, Miami Vice, Law Abiding Citizen, Horrible Bosses, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Day Shift. And then you got some joints that, you know, didn't really get the critical acclaim, or, you know, Bait. I like Bait. I watched Bait. I enjoyed the movie Bait. Held Up, Booty Call. That's a cult classic in the hood. Who didn't like Booty Call? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jamie Foxx for his Hollywood contributions, man. He's such an entertainer. He can host, produce, play piano, sing live, do stand-up, sketch comedy, dramas, like dancing, crowd work. Man, ain't nothing Jamie Foxx can't do. That's why I proclaim him to be the most talented comedian ever. I don't know if he's the funniest stand-up. I don't know if he's the most anything but the most talented. I Might Need Security may be one of my favorite comedy stand-up specials of all time. I watched it 1,012 times. I remember it came out when I was a freshman in college, man. So we used to watch that joint, quote that joint all the time. So Jamie, dog, thank you, man. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for pushing the culture forward. Thank you for being an inspiration for people who aren't even comedians, or people who didn't know they wanted to be comedians. So I thank you for all the contributions you made to the genre. Thank you for pushing the culture forward and putting out classics, man. TV shows, movies, songs. You done it, bro. You that guy, baby. For real. Shout out to you. So, shout out to Richard Pryor. Shout out to Eddie Murphy. Shout out to Robin Harris. Shout out to Fred Sanford. What's his real name? Red Fox. Is that your daddy? Red Fox, Jamie Foxx? I don't know. Eric Bishop. But yo, shout out to Jamie Foxx, man. Episode 7 has been a moment with Mach. We'll talk about it Tuesday, tomorrow, on Facebook. You know, we go Facebook Live, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's on the West Coast, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. But yo, thank y'all for tapping in with me. Y'all the GOATs, man. I truly do love y'all, man. But yo, if you don't think Jamie Foxx the GOAT, or you don't think he the most talented, let me know who y'all think the most talented, or top 3, top 5, Mount Rushmore, whatever you want to do. And you ain't got to mention me, even though I know you are. But, you know, it's all good. But, yo, I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all on next Mach Monday. Catch us Facebook Live each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Yo, it's a moment with Mach, baby. We all we got.